Hey scholars, so this video is to help you further your learning on Ibn Battuta, that famous Islamic explorer. We're going to talk about the May 13th assignment. Ibn Battuta joins what is called a caravan. So you click on that and we'll just go right into view assignment. And again, you can just open this work in a new window at this point. You can read this preview. Again, that gives you some background info on it. But for this assignment, it actually is the same as what's posted in the first paragraph. So let's open this in a new window. Again, that's very important. If you don't open it in a new window, you can't complete the work. So it says, scholars, we learned that the first few days of Ibn Battuta's travels, he ran into issues such as heavy rains, sickness, and loneliness. Luckily for Ibn, his loneliness would come to an end when he reached Damascus, which is a city. While in the city, Ibn met a caravan or a group of people traveling together. He learned that they too were pilgrims and they were headed towards the Muslim holy land of Mecca, just like he was. Ibn, being a very trustworthy person, was allowed to join the caravan and travel with them. This was great because it allowed Ibn to travel with a little more security than before when he was alone. It's a lot easier to travel in a group of people because you can look out for each other, you can help each other when you're in need. So he's a little bit safer when he's traveling with this caravan. This caravan was full of people. They had some camels too. So let's continue reading. Ibn's journey was not free of harm, however. He still had many miles to go, and it would take an incredible amount of will, especially while continuing to travel through the desert to the Middle East. Ibn and the caravan would have to carefully plan their journey around which oasis would be available for them to use. An oasis is a rare place in the desert where water can be easily found and is available for travelers. So you stop there, you resupply, you can move on. The caravan pushed for Medina, which is the second holiest city of Islam. Medina is the place where the Prophet Muhammad established the Muslim community known as Ummah. While in Medina, Ibn mirrored some of Muhammad's actions to make a stronger connection to Islam. The caravan and Battuta visited some of the holiest sites of Islam in Medina and continue to do so as they push towards Mecca, the holiest site in all of Islam and the birthplace of Muhammad, their prophet. So what is your task? Read the excerpts below about Ibn's newly found caravan and their visits to Islam's holy sites. Answer the attached questions I have provided for you in the comments. There's 5 of them this time. Be sure to press the reply button and the blue button to save your comment before you submit it to me. And at the wrap-up at the end, I don't know why I couldn't read that just now. At the end, wrap up by considering, why do you think Ibn decided to extend his exploration past Mecca? So remember, at first, Ibn, when he went out on his journey, he was 21 years old, and he first just planned to go to Mecca. But he extended his journey by 24 years and ended up traveling almost his entire life. So that's the question you're going to answer at the bottom with claim, reason, evidence, reasoning. So again, I'm going to preview some of these questions and answer one as a model that you can use as a reward for watching this video. So question number 1 is, why was it necessary for the caravan to stop at Tabuk, and what did they do while they were there? Number 2, aside from the extreme heat, what other dangers existed in the desert? Question number 3, illustrious means something that is well known. Why would Ibn consider the mosque in Medina to be illustrious? Number 4, what actions did Ibn participate in that made him feel so joyful, and why would that bring him joy? And number 5, I know it's behind my head right now, but it's this question right here. Why do you think Ibn decided to extend his exploration past Mecca? Claim, reason, evidence, reasoning. So I'm going to answer question number 2 as the model. So if you read this paragraph, it talks about some of the issues that you could run into in the desert. I'm not going to read it out loud, but I am going to sum it up. So again, incomplete sentences. Other dangers facing Ibn in the desert were windstorms, lack of water, expensive resources such as water, and dangerous animals. So some of that is background info. Dangerous animals. It doesn't talk about dangerous animals in this paragraph, but that's background info that I know. But it does talk about windstorms. It talks about lack of water and other resources. And it talks about how there was such a lack of water at one point that all the water supplies dried up, and it led to the resource being very expensive. So those are other dangers that exist in the desert. And notice how it's in a complete sentence. In a complete sentence. All right. So again, you have 4 other questions to answer. Good luck on that. If you need any help, make sure you're joining those Google Meets at 10:30 a.m. Make sure you guys are learning a lot about Ibn this week. We are going to do a quizzes at the end of the week to wrap up how much we know about him and his travels and how his travels changed him as a person and also the world. Good luck, guys. If you need anything, please reach out.